30,000 Russian force, top Ukraine commander admits. While in sport, Chelsea beat Tottenham Hotspur in the English Premier League. The details after this.
If it's news, it's got to be Nationwide 90 FM.
Plans are advanced to establish a field hospital in Black River, St. Elizabeth, following the destruction of the Black River Hospital during the passage of Hurricane Melissa. The announcement was made today at a press conference by Health and Wellness Minister, Dr. Christopher Tufton.
We have been able to secure one field hospital that is to be delivered over the next 24 hours, all other things being equal, to Black River, which we have done our reconnaissance and identified a site. The team visited yesterday, was it? We're coordinating with the JDF and other agencies of government, and that field hospital is expected to be delivered sometime tomorrow, and immediately we'll begin to deploy and to set up that facility. That facility will come fully equipped.
Dr. Christopher Tufton, Health and Wellness Minister. Samaritan's Purse, a Christian International Relief non-governmental organization, NGO, which is working with the government of Jamaica, well, they are working together to establish the facility. Meanwhile, other field hospitals will be established in the coming days to address healthcare needs following the passage of Hurricane Melissa. The facilities will be established in Savannah Mar in Westmoreland and Falmouth in Trelawney. A field hospital will also be established to support the Cornwall Regional Hospital in St. James, while another will be established to temporarily provide services that were offered by the Noel Holmes facility in Lucy, Hanover. Dr. Tufton said the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO, is among the agencies that is working with the government to establish the facilities.
We are also looking at field hospital support in conjunction with the Pan American Health and other governments. We have a field hospital that is coming in from Spain and the Spanish government, and we are now doing an assessment at Sablamar and Falmouth, looking at where is best suited to locate that facility. Similarly, so there are discussions with the Canadian government and the Indian government, and we are working on the assumption that we will see another 2, possibly 3 field hospitals.
Dr. Christopher Tufton, Health and Wellness Minister. Mechanisms have been established to ensure that accident and emergency or A&E departments are functional at the nation's hospitals. Health and Wellness Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton made the disclosure earlier today at a press conference. The minister said systems are in place to provide power at the hospitals.
The A&E is where the absolute priority is, and so there are a couple of things that are required for A&E to function. First of all, the staff, and we're reaching out to the staff to give them some support so that their own welfare, even with the inconveniences, can be addressed. We need water and we need electricity in the first instance. So I can report that we have made arrangements. These institutions have backup generators. There's no electricity. We have made arrangements for ongoing supply of fuel for the generators, and that is in place. And so the electricity on the compound is, in the first instance, supporting the accident and emergency functions and the supporting services for accident and emergency to function.
Dr. Christopher Tufton, Health and Wellness Minister. The minister also said that there is collaboration to supply the health facilities with water. Meanwhile, it was further disclosed by the minister that satellite Starlink is being used so that there is communication services among the various personnel in the health sector. Opposition spokesman on health and wellness Dr. Alfred Dawes this morning led a post-Hurricane Melissa medical mission to the parishes of Hanover and Westmoreland. The team brought assistance to hospitals, healthcare workers and residents impacted by the storm. The 31-member team included the head of the Cuban Medical Brigade, Dr. Katia Maria Aguilera, 3 doctors, medical students and nurses. They volunteered time and expertise. The mission's primary focus was to support the staff and patients at the Savannah Mar Hospital and the Noel Holmes Hospital, providing health checks and wound care and general medical assistance. The team also distributed critical supplies, including sterile gloves, disinfectant, repellents, feminine hygiene products, medication, and bottled water. Approximately 400 shelters are still open across the country. The shelters remain operational 3 days after the passage of Hurricane Melissa. Local Government Minister Desmond McKenzie provided the update on Friday.
We are down to 430 shelters with about 7,000 persons still in shelters. But again, as I've been saying before, there are many communities that because of the conditions there, persons have generated shelters on their own. And we are expecting that over the next couple of days, we will see a reduction in the shelters and we'll be in a much better position to manage how we respond to those locations over the next couple of days.
Over 500 shelters housed nearly 6,000 Jamaicans during the passage of Hurricane Melissa. Minister McKenzie appealed for patience as the government works to deliver relief to those most impacted by the hurricane.
And it's important that the country understands that while I know that there are many persons who are anxious, who can't wait much longer, and we know that a lot of people want to get things done, but we have to ensure that our efforts are well coordinated. The Ministry of Labour and Social Security with Minister Charles, the Ministry of Local Government, the ARTPEM, Minister Vaz, and the team, that subcommittee that has been established by the Prime Minister, has been working overnight since the committee was established. There have been several meetings and we are well advanced.
Desmond McKenzie, Local Government Minister. Mayor of Kingston, Andrew Swaby, says several communities in rural St. Andrew experienced moderate impact during the passage of Hurricane Melissa.
We went to sections of West Rural St. Andrew constituency, areas such as Trackgate, Bowder Hill, Clarks Hill, Lunar, and Border. And we have seen where a lot of land slippages, blocked roads, fallen trees, and fallen utility wires. I must commend the members of the community, various communities where we have noticed where they have all teamed up and rolling up their sleeves and making sure that they're trying to bring back their community to normalcy. They have been cutting the fallen trees in smaller pieces and also clearing the road.
Images and videos obtained by our news center show partially destroyed roofs and light poles completely down in some areas. Roads were also seen being blocked by large trees and landslides. Mayor Swaby says he will be meeting with councillors to get an overall assessment of the impact across the municipality.
I'll be calling a meeting of the Parish Disaster Committee early next week, where all councillors and agents will be invited. The councillors will also be giving a report of what had happened in their own divisions. I must say that some of them have reported some of these incidents to the City Engineer Department. After this, we will make sure that we look at the entire report and we will chart a course of action. It is important to note that we will also partner with the Ministry of Local Government and Community Development in trying to restore our city to normalcy.
Andrew Swaby, Mayor of Kingston. The Minister of Culture and Entertainment, Olivia Grange, has said that her ministry will be leading a series of fundraising concerts on the island and across the world to support Jamaica in the aftermath of the devastating impact of Hurricane Melissa. The minister said the 5-concert series dubbed I Love Jamaica would feature some of the island's best reggae artists and musicians, as well as friends of Jamaica, with all proceeds going towards the National Recovery Program. The first I Love Jamaica concert is scheduled to take place on November 14 at the National Stadium car park in Kingston, beginning at 7:30 p.m. According to the Culture and Entertainment Ministry, it is finalizing arrangements for other concerts to take place in London, New York, Toronto, and South Florida. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Culture, Entertainment and Sport said it will continue to work closely with the Office of the Prime Minister, the Ministry of Labour and Social Security, and other government and private sector entities to establish a registration process and mobilize volunteers. To news now on the international scene. Ukraine's top military commander has admitted his soldiers are facing difficult conditions defending a key eastern front-line town against massed Russian forces. General Syrskyi said Ukrainian troops were facing a multi-thousand enemy force but denied Russian claims that they were surrounded or blocked. He confirmed that elite special forces had been deployed to protect key supply lines, which army sources said were all under Russian fire. The defense ministry in Moscow reported that Ukraine troops were surrendering and 11 of their special forces had been killed after landing by helicopter, something denied by Kyiv. And now to sport. Joao Pedro ended his 10-game goal drought to give Chelsea a deserved victory as Tottenham were booed off after another dismal home performance. The 24-year-old Brazilian has been struggling for both fitness and form, but confidently chipped in the winner after persistent pressing. So the final score in that match, Tottenham Hotspur 0, Chelsea 1. And now for a recap of the top stories making the news at this hour. Field hospitals to be established following the destruction of several health facilities in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa. Approximately 400 shelters are still open across the country. Local and international fundraising concerts will be staged to support Jamaica in the aftermath of the devastating impact of Hurricane Melissa. You can find the news on our website at nationwideradiojm.com and on the Nationwide app available on Google Play and the App Store. News is next at 5 tomorrow afternoon. Good afternoon.